Hey everyone, welcome back to another trail video. Today, I set out from Beaufort and hiked to Bigelbach. The weather started off dry, and it turned into a relaxed and enjoyable hike of just over 8 kilometers. Along the way, there were some great views and beautiful landscapes, so come along and enjoy the journey. When I reached the forest, I decided to look for a trail that my father and I used to walk together years ago. Sadly, it was completely overgrown and impossible to get through. After a quick attempt, I had no choice but to turn back and continue my hike through the rain. Even though I couldn't follow the old path, it still brought back some great memories of the times we spent there together. Once I finally reached the forest and found some shelter from the rain, the trail began on wide, freshly constructed forest roads. The walking was easy, and for a while I was able to enjoy the peaceful surroundings despite the weather. Before long, I arrived at the first truly spectacular viewpoint, where the landscape opened up and rewarded the effort with some stunning scenery. At that point, I was also welcomed by the characteristic sandstone rock formations of the region. These impressive cliffs, shaped from Luxembourg sandstone over millions of years, are one of the area's most distinctive natural features and added a special atmosphere to the hike. The trail then led into a steep and slippery descent towards Dillingen. If you're hiking here after rain or in wet conditions, be especially careful, as the path can become quite treacherous. Taking your time on this section is definitely the safest approach. After carefully making my way down the slippery steps, the trail entered what felt like a small fantasy world. The narrow path wound its way through a wild and enchanted landscape, surrounded by moss-covered rocks, twisted trees, and lush greenery. It was one of those places that makes you stop and appreciate the incredible work of Mother Nature. Unfortunately, after this beautiful stretch, the route returned to a wide forest road, which felt more like a highway through the woods than a hiking trail. One advantage of the wide forest road was that I could make up some time and keep a good pace. Before long, I reached another highlight of the day, the old abandoned quarry of Dillingen. Using the former railway track, I got there quickly. It's a fascinating place, where nature has slowly reclaimed what was once a busy industrial site. Every time I pass through this area, I have to make a quick stop here. There's just something fascinating about old abandoned places like this. Seeing how nature slowly takes back what humans once built creates a unique atmosphere. Places like these always spark my imagination and make me think about the history hidden behind the old stone wall. After conquering the final climb of the day, the rest of the journey home was mostly flat or downhill. It was a relaxing way to finish the hike and enjoy the last few kilometers at an easy pace. Along the way, I came across some beautiful wildflowers that immediately caught my attention. Unfortunately, I had no idea what they were. If you happen to recognize them, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to find out. And then there was this old tree, its bark covered with names, initials, and promises carved into the wood years ago. It made me wonder what became of the people who left their mark here. Did those promises last? Are they still together? Or have their paths long since gone in different directions? We'll probably never know. But it's fascinating how a simple tree can hold so many untold stories. And with this beautiful final view, we've reached the end of today's hike. Thank you for joining me on the trail from Beaufort to Bigelbach. If you enjoyed the journey, don't forget to leave a like and let me know your thoughts in the comments. I hope to see you again in the next adventure. Until then, bye-bye, take care, and happy trails.